Let's make sure visitors to the brochure site can find what they're looking for. In this video, you'll create a few interior pages and the navigation buttons in the header that leads visitors to those pages. And we'll start revising the sidebar with more appropriate content. Here's where you'll consider what parts of the site appear on every page, giving visitors every opportunity to find what they need. Let's get started. First, let's brainstorm what pages we need visitors to link to from the header menu here. Maybe we need a Contact Us page, and probably an About page. And then maybe let's offer a third page, which would be a portfolio page, maybe a photo gallery. So if we click back to the dashboard, first thing I'm going to do is go to Pages and Add New. Let's add a couple new pages. Here's a challenge for you. Add a page called About, and another called Contact Us, and another called Portfolio. And then add those three pages to the header navigation using appearance menus. I'll check in with you after you're done. How'd you do? Hopefully that was pretty simple. Well, at this point, I'm going to put in some dummy text in here, and let me just show you real quick where you can get some great text that's your standard lorem ipsum text at lipsum.com. You can just scroll down, choose how many paragraphs you want, click Generate Lorem Ipsum, and it'll come up with some text in Latin just for some placeholder text. And so I'm going to place that, just go ahead and paste as text to make sure that there's no HTML stuck in there from the website. And now I can turn that off. All right, there's an About page with some text, and I'll publish it. And when that publishes, I'll go back and click Add New, and let's add a Contact Us page. In fact, this is a photographer, so I'm going to put Contact Me, make it pretty personal. And I'm going to paste the text in there again. Publish that page. And then a third portfolio gallery. Now I can go in and change that text later, but it'll give us a good idea of what text will look like on the page. And of course we'll add an image gallery to the portfolio page eventually. Now that I have those three pages, I'll go to Appearance Menus, and I know that I'm going to be able to put a menu in here called Header Menu and hit Create. And over on the left hand side, under Pages, I can click View All, and I will put a Home button. How about that? And then I'll put these three pages I just created, click Add to Menu. I'll also click that I want this to be in the primary menu location, where in this theme, it's at the top right at the header here. Once I've done that, I can click Save Menu. And you can also open each one of these menu items to give yourself a few more choices. Now the navigation title, I don't want it to be post number 2 no title. I want that to be home. Now that that's saved, let's go back to the site and refresh the page and see what it looks like. Nice. The one that's bold is the page you're on, and they roll over blue, which is the standard color. And if you click any of the menu items, the header stays the same, and it opens that page. You may have noticed the Manage in Customizer button at the top of the menus. There's, from any page, you can hit Customize, and just like when we created the site logo and the site identity section in the Customizer, you can also manage menus there and see your changes live on the live editor on the right side. So if you roll over menus and open that up, here I've got the header menu and the same options I had as under Appearance Menus are here on the customizer. You can also automatically add new pages to the menu when you create them. Suppose you wanted to change the order of the menu around a little bit. It'll show you what it looks like live. Let's leave About on the outside so it's very visible. And you can also control the way your theme shows drop-downs as well. What if I wanted to put the contact page and the portfolio page underneath the About menu with a drop-down? You can see that it's slightly indented over here as I control it inside the customizer, and then when I roll over About, that's what drop-downs look like in the 2016 theme. Next, let's change what the sidebar is displaying to make it more appropriate for our brochure site. In most themes, the sidebar and footer content is controlled using widgets. As with the menus, you can use Appearance widgets, or you can use the customizer. At this time, go ahead and remove all the widgets from the sidebar and replace it with a list of pages for navigation. I hope that was easy for you. Here's what it looks like when I do it. This time, maybe I'll start with the customizer. Alright, now that that's open, I want to open the Widgets tab, and it looks like there's a content bottom, 1 and 2, and a sidebar area. Now I can see that these are different widgets that are inside of the sidebar at this time. And I'm going to go ahead and remove each of these widgets by opening it and clicking Remove. Let's leave the search bar there. That's appropriate for a site. I'll save and publish. I can see that now I've just got the sidebar filled with a search window. Let me do the other half using Appearance widgets so that you can see the difference. Now what I've got are the widgets on the right side that I can open and close. And on the left side, a series of available widgets. One of the things I want to add to the sidebar area, that's called a widget area, is a list of pages. Maybe I'll actually place that below the search bar. Let's see what options I have here. Maybe I'll name this Pages, and I can sort them by the page title, the order in which they were published, or the ID. Why don't I go ahead and do them by page order, and then if I wanted to, I could exclude a page from the sidebar. Let's go ahead and look at the site and refresh the page and take a look. Great, now maybe I do want to exclude that page from the navigation just because it says it has no title, it's post number 2. But if it wasn't named number 2, how do I find out what the post ID is in order to exclude it from this Pages widget? Well, let's open the Pages. And if I roll over it and look down at the bottom left of my screen, I can see that the URL says post equals 2. That's the post ID. The About page is 22, Contact Me is post 24, Portfolio is post 26. So I'm going to go back into Appearance Widgets, and I'm going to exclude post ID number 2 from my Pages widget. Alright, let's go ahead and refresh the page and see how that worked. Great. That looks great. Now I've got navigation at the top in the header area as well as on the sidebar. No matter what page I'm on, those two are going to show. In this video, you created a menu for the header of the site and revised the content on the sidebar, giving website visitors the ability to find what they need with navigation buttons that appear on every page of the site. In the next video, you'll configure the contact form and place it on the Contact Me page, and make sure it's set up to email you the contents when someone fills it out. See you there.